Hi, I didn't see you there. My name's Rebecca Cochin, and tonight you're in for a real treat because my husband, Dante is going to cook for you. Quarantine cooking with Dante.
Hi, it's Dante again with quarantine cooking, and what that means is we are on quarantine all over the world. It's March 18th. We are in my kitchen right now filming this show, and we have the weirdest rations because my grocery store, the Ralph's in Hollywood, had the weirdest things. Come see my pantry. Follow me, Rebecca. My wife is filming, you guys. We have weird stuff. Strawberries and cream instant oatmeal. I don't even know if we're going to try this.
Weird.
I've never bought it in my life. Cream of mushroom. I usually buy one can. I've never had gravy in a jar before. I make gravy. Grits. I didn't buy grits. I don't buy Pringles. We have all this stuff is because this was all the leftovers, and I have to feed my family. So there were, luckily we have some flour, olive oil, things like that, necessities. But a lot of things are really, really jumbled. There's a lot of fresh vegetables and fruits that I couldn't find because people are buying in bulk. My wife, strangely, has been looking for ginger. Not that it's strange, but I'm saying I've never seen ginger sold out in my life. Never. Because no one wants it, except my wife.
I do.
This is my father-in-law, Mel Cochin.
Hello, everybody.
He is my sous chef in this house, and together we make our dinners. We are going to get through this just fine because he is a master home chef, and so am I, right?
Yep.
We have no problem cooking them a great Asian inspired chicken soup tonight. So I have already put some chicken in here in a bowl. That's all it is just some chicken. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it over here. I'm going to put some, I don't like to ever use vegetable oil or canola oil or any of those things. So that's the most natural that I like. Plus I'm Italian, I can't help it. But look at the weird stuff that we have. Coconut milk, pieces of mushroom, peas, enchilada sauce. I showed everybody our cupboard last night. So I was thinking about a couple of things that we could throw in from the cupboard. We all like mushrooms, so even though they're not fresh, I never use these.
I don't like mushrooms though.
We have a cup of stir-fry noodles. If I throw this in the soup, it will put the noodles everywhere, and if people want some noodles in their soup. What else? I think that's kind of it, because she hates peas. Always use metal with metal. Okay, we have, I'm gonna hand them to you, buddy. Cabbage. Always stock up on cabbage, you guys, because it lasts the longest. Oh, my wife will be happy about this. We have Brussels sprouts.
Woohoo!
And Mel loves some celery. Mel saved a lot of this because we'll make some tuna salad this week. Okay? Some nice basil if we're making Asian. If you don't have this stuff, just make chicken soup. But I'm going to make this one Asian inspired. I have some basil. If you have fresh, that's better. We have some hoisin sauce. I'm telling you, we're just throwing stuff together. We have Asian dressing I'm going to throw in the soup. I'm not kidding. We have a little bit of this Asian pepper sauce. We have garlic. And I think that's sort of it. So I am down to the end of this garlic. So what I have to sadly do is throw some water in it. If you'll show me. I'm going to throw some water. Doesn't matter if there's water because we are cooking soup. So I'm going to throw this on top of that.
What's sea salt?
Sea salt, yes. Everything in our home is organic. I talked about this on the show yesterday. I mean, it's tough now. Times are tough. Get what you can. But if you can eat organic, do. And if you can't, I don't know what to tell you. I think for this soup, we will need some Italian seasoning. Even though it's Asian inspired, we'll need a little bit of bouillon. I'm going to throw in some curry powder. Basil sounds perfect for this. And I think that's it because Mel doesn't like things too spicy. We'll probably keep it as so, and some garlic powder. Perfect. Okay, so we can even spice most of this onto the chicken as well. That'll give it a really good flavor. come see how much I'm throwing in here. It's quite a bit actually, because it's a soup. So we want it to have lots and lots of flavor. We're gonna throw a little bit of curry in here, not too much. And then we are going to put a little of this hot sauce. And this is all to taste. This is not baking. There is no recipe, you guys. You put in what you like. So I'm putting in all the things that I like. I also like basil, and I want it to have a basil taste today. And so we're cooking a little bit of that basil taste into the chicken. This is Asian dressing, Kin's Steakhouse dressing. Throw a little bit in just for the taste of that. It's got a lot of things in here. It's got sesame oil, I believe. Those sort of tastes come out in the soup and in this chicken. And again, cooking the chicken like this first just gives the soup that much extra flavor. Plus all this oil that I put in is really healthy during this season to have this hot soup with oil. It's so yummy too. So yummy. So, all right, it's time for me to add some water. There's only 3 of us eating, so we don't need to have too much food. Wow, Mel, it's looking great. Looking great. So, there we go. It has all this stuff. Here you go, buddy. He loves onions. All right, I will take this from you. Throw it in our soup.
Where's another?
There you go. I barely need any bouillon. I'm going to just sprinkle in just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. Because the rest of this is what really gives it some taste. We're gonna throw in a little bit of hoisin. Again, if you don't have anything like this, just use what you have. If you have the chicken, if you have onion, if you have potato, whatever you like, throw it in. Anytime I am in Japan, I always come back with a taste for lemon and lime because they add it to so many great things over there. Even they'll put it on every piece of meat. So I like to add lemon and lime to everything. And my beautiful wife ordered us something recently that I love, and you don't have to move. I'll show them. But it's one of these things. It's just a little baby strainer. That way all the seeds don't go in. I don't have to really mess things up. Now look at, what's my cleanup so far? His cutting board, my cutting board, and putting back some spices. So far nothing. Okay, you don't need to make a mess to make food. Don't be afraid of it. So I'm gonna put in half of a lemon in here, and half of a lime. And then later we'll taste it. If we have to put in more, we will. Dump them in, Mel. If you've never bought this, oh, ponzu sauce. Better than soy sauce. It's my favorite. I get it at Kroger. Kikkoman, I think that's how you say it. Anyway, it's kind of like soy sauce, except it has a, what's the flavor? It's sort of like a lime or citrus. So good. So good. All right. I also found, we just ate at Kung Pao Bistro the other night, and my daughter ordered rice and didn't eat it. So we are going to throw all of the rice into our soup. Why waste it? So now we have chicken and rice, Asian inspired soup. Hi guys, so for dessert, we're gonna make homemade coconut ice cream, okay? It's made with coconut milk. You can add whatever you want. But here's what we are going to do. Come on over here. Thank you, Mel, very much. All right, let me put this here. Okay, so we found this in the cupboard. I don't know if you have this. If you don't, go buy it. If you're going to the store and this is what's left, I'm just trying to help, okay? Because there's weird stuff left on the shelves. If you have coconuts at home and you can press them, press them. You'll get coconut milk, but this is way easier. That'd be silly. I am going to take some sugar, and this is, I can't believe I'm doing this because sugar is priceless right now. And we have a bunch of it, but we need it to do this, and it's gonna make my family happy. So we are gonna take a bunch of sugar, and pour it in here. That's about a sixth of the pot. Here, I'm gonna add some water and we are going to boil this down to basically simple syrup. After we do that, we are going to mix that with our coconut milk. So here's what I did. I took that sugar, I added a little bit of cinnamon, and I kept bubbling it, boiling it, until it turned into this. See, that is a syrup like you would put on pancakes. So now I'm gonna let this cool, and I'm just gonna let you guys know what we're gonna do. I'm eventually going to mix in this coconut milk, and then I'm gonna throw in maybe some fresh pineapple or something like that. And then I had the funny idea, because we had some yogurt, to maybe mix this in, because when I was a kid, my sisters and I would always in the summer freeze our yogurt, and it was like having ice cream. It was so good. So if you don't have ice cream in the house, you can do that with your yogurt. But because we're making a coconut one, this one's like a strawberry banana with the cinnamon. I think it would make so good mixed together. But anyway, after that, you throw it in the freezer, it becomes ice cream. We're gonna have a beautiful soup and coconut milk Asian inspired ice cream. I hope you guys are safe. Wash your face. Do all the things they tell you to.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Be good to each other. And you'll figure out ways to cook things. Hopefully I'm inspiring you.